Right, have a look. So the next race on the card is the Senior Classic Championships over 1 mile. Good. Favourite in this is Okayama from Nemesis Stud. Not had much in the way of experience in the championship arena. Only recently entered and ran well. He won a qualifier under these exact same conditions, beating Kind Gesture and Kuopio Finland, staying on Dowley that day. Looks follow-up looks on the cards. Looks like it'll be tough to beat in this. Second favourite is Kuopio Finland. This has been running championships from juvenile days. It was actually took the juvenile title a few seasons back. She's waited for similar conditions to return, which she has now. She was a close third to Okayama, as I mentioned previously in the qualifier, and she must have every chance of being able to turn the tables. So she's a worthy second favourite. Next in the betting is Champagne of the North from Black Cat Racing. Bids to double up following the success of Kitten Called Alex in the last race. Champagne of the North, he won last season's final over 1 1/8 mile, and that was on good. But he was only fourth to Okayama in that race, and that race does seem to hold the key to this final. You would have to obviously overturn the form with two other horses to win this. It's not out of the question, so she's a 9-2 shot. Now, Nemesis Side also has another runner who's called Zero. This is a very reliable and consistent performer. He's good at this strip, although maybe he would prefer a bit further. He could be dangerous. Chances of a stable one too if things go right. You never know. Next in the betting is Precio. Is from KDS. He was fifth to Okayama, and that leaves him with a bit of work to do, so some work for him. Stable also has pre-game shows the outside of the field, a 16-1 shot. Now then, we come to Bo's Warriors. He has a runner in this. It's called Bo Westhands. He's been running well on the whole, but he was only 7th to Okayama, so does appear to have a bit of ground to make up. Who knows? The way the stable is sweeping all before them this season in these finals, who knows? It's not a long shot by any means. It's 6-1. It's out of Westmount. It's quite a famous sire out of Dortmund and California Dreaming. So it's pretty well related. On the dam side is out of Northern Dancer. So I wouldn't rule him out. He's got a chance here. Next in the betting is Harlan Maria from Sumner Farms. She was only 9th behind Okayama, gives her a bit of a mountain to climb really. Harlan Maria was a juvenile champion, but she will almost certainly do better next season when the final is back to 1.25 miles, which will suit her much better than this. Next, Road to Nowhere, Big Boy Steve. Usually he's thereabouts, but he's only 11th in a qualifier for this trip, and it's not far enough for him. He must. I don't. 1.25 miles looks like his preferred trip, and the 1 mile is just too sharp. The same really applies to 33 Degrees of Deception. He was only 11th in the qualifier over this trip, and it's not far enough for him now. He needs, a mile and an eighth or a mile and a quarter to be seen to best effect. So that is the complete list of runners and riders. And not long to go, just 3 minutes till this final is off. We're pretty much at the halfway stage of the day's racing, and only the two marathons to come after this, and that'll be the championships wrapped up for another season. So if you haven't got a winner yet, not long to do it, although you've got that man Bowes Warriors to beat in pretty much every race remaining. So it's going to be tough. We've got some fancied runners, very strongly fancied runners in the marathon, both marathons in fact. But anyway, back to this race. As I say, Okayama sets the standard, and he's lightly raced in a championship arena. He was really solid, very solid form. Stayed on really well to beat Kind Gesture and Kyoto, Finland, and the rest of these over these conditions and 1 mile good. He's the one to beat. There's no doubt about that. Also, he could. I mean, Bowes Warriors has already had the most magnificent season. He could also win the tipping competition if Okayama wins this race. So, oh dear, there's just no holding him, no stopping this man. So we'll see. A minute away from post time. All eyes on Okayama. For one reason and another. He does set the standard. He's the one to beat. Kuopio, Finland could overturn the form. I think he's the big danger. He could be the one. Although there are plenty of other options. Champagne of the North, Black Cat Racing, Zero, and Precio. So not long now, and we'll soon have a look. Right, Okayama is indeed the favourite, 7-2 ahead of pre-show, 4-1 with Bo West Hands. That looks ominous for the rest of us with Bo West Hands disputing favouritism. Anyway, they're off, and it is number 6 Zero, personal nemesis runners have gone into a quick 6 and 8 length lead straight away ahead of Harlan Maria's doing the chase ahead of Bo West Hands, Kuopio, Finland, pre-game show, and Okayama. So, it is at the approach halfway stage, still Zero in the lead, but he's been pressed now by Harlan Maria, who's coming to join him. Good 8 lengths ahead of the chasing pack. So, Zero ahead. Harlan Maria comes to tackle him now, moves up on the outside, and it's Harlan Maria who gets ahead in front and takes the lead. Well past halfway stage, and they're turning from home. Harlan Maria, Kuopio, Finland chasing in back. Also Precio and Bo West Hands. It's a blanket finish. This is going to be pre-game show by the looks of it. A bit of a turn up there. Pre-game show, Kuopio, Finland, Bo West Hands, Precio. It's a blanket finish. We'll have to wait on the judge. Kuopio, Finland. Don't know where. Precio is the one I thought it was. So it's Kuopio, Finland. He did overturn the form. Okayama's a little bit disappointing. Never really got going. It really never got going. So Kuopio, Finland does it again. Bo West Hands, oh, close. He was so close to pulling off yet another win for Bo's Warriors. Presho in third with Okayama fourth. Harlan Maria just couldn't hold on. Didn't have the pace to hold on ahead of these. He's first further, but yeah, honourable fifth place. Pre-game show was in sixth, Champagne of the North seventh, 0-8, Road to Nowhere ninth, equal ninth with 33 degrees of deception. And that's the final result. That went pretty much according to plan, except for Okayama. Was a little bit disappointing. Everyone else really pretty much ran up to form. So that's the classic done, and we're just waiting now for the marathons, 2 marathons to come. So we'll take a break and we'll come back in a little while.